Guys, so sorry. I had a little bit of technical difficulties. That's why I'm coming in late to the stream, but I'm back now. Apologies for the delay. Um, so I'm just yeah, Muksushide Hinas. Yeah, good to have you. Hope I pronounced your name well. And I apologize if I didn't. Sorry for the delay. Uh, yes, I'm back. I'm live now. Uh, Come on now. All right. Hi, Joel Costa. Hi, Phoenix. Phoenix good. Hope I pronounced that right. It's good to have you guys. Hope you guys can hear me really well. Okay. Just, of course, you can ask me for animation idea. Just hold on a little before you start asking your questions so that we can have more people on live stream so I won't have to miss your message. Oh, thank you. Oh, Yomi, thank you. Oh, Yomi Abayomi, thank you for for the compliment. Really appreciate that. Let us wait a little bit because trying to people have been trying to join and I was kind of delayed, so um just wait for a little minute there or there and we'll move. Your audio is perfect. Oh, thank God. How about the video quality too as well? Because I actually did actually apply some settings. Uzo, it's good to have you. If you guys know other people that this might be very useful to, please just share the link with them. Share the link with them. I'll really appreciate it. So my client is saying multiple steps on the video, how to show them how to get that idea. So my client is saying multiple steps on the video, how to show them how to get that idea. I think just try and rephrase the question. I don't understand it. Just try and rephrase it. I'm going to get into it in 5 minutes. I have the things that I've set up for today that we want to talk about. Most of the things that we're going to be doing today is what you guys asked for. So, uh, yeah, so I'm going to be dealing with that. So we're going to be looking at doing a little bit of 3D camera. No, the very first thing is storyboarding. You guys have been very curious about how I get to achieve my storyboarding, right? Sound design, and then if you have the time, we can go into After Effects and show a little bit of 3D camera. Yes, do I have a course? I am definitely working on the course. It's working on the course take a whole lot of time, but this time around, I am definitely going to hop in and do the course, right? So I've started working on it, and based on all my live stream, based on like the experience that I've gathered so far, definitely I'm going to be doing a course, right? Um, so far so good. How many of you guys have seen the last video I uploaded? And I would like to hear your thoughts about it. That's the last project breakdown that I did, which is for Aura. What do you guys think about it? Think right now I can put this on the side. Your designs are dope. Uh, okay, I can't be confusing myself like this. So let me just put this here. Okay, I actually need this here. So just have to put this here. I need my okay. So my client are explaining multiple services. Your designs are dope, though it's quite difficult for a beginner like me. If you're a beginner, princess, I don't know if you are the one we've been chatting with on Discord. Try and get After Effect Baby Steps. Is a course that I have on my YouTube. Try and go through it. The advanced one, the more advanced course for After Effect Baby Steps, that I'm also going to make that available very soon because I actually do have that. Um, yeah, so don't worry, it's just a matter of time. I've been doing this for like 10 years, so you can't compare yourself to me, right? I just have to put in the hours and all of that. Looking forward to storyboard and sound design. Yeah, sure, sure. I'll definitely show you guys that. It was great, man. Oh, thank you so much, Ugo. Owoni Abayomi, the breakdown is very nice, boss. Okay, thank you. All right, guys. I really, really appreciate all the thoughts and all the all the admiration. Let's just go straight. So first of all, let me go to my Behance first, so that I will show you guys what you guys have been talking about. So if you go to my Behance, just in case you don't, you've not seen my Behance before. So this is my Behance page, and let me see if I can drop the link in the chat. Come on, just give me a second. Another way, just passkey. Okay, okay. Just give me a second. One sec. Okay, so let me drop my link to my Behance here. You guys can check it out. Um, it was great. Breakdown was very nice. The motion boss, the sound design is very necessary. Don't worry, we'll try and get to it today. Try and get to it today. All right, guys. So this is my Behance, and if you go to any of my Behance page, if I just pick anyone, let me start with the app gen, right? I hope you guys have seen the project breakdown for this. So this is what you guys are talking about, right? I get to achieve this, and you guys will think, oh, this guy is a wizard. He can draw. See how precise this is, guys. That is far from the truth, right? In this industry, you just have to really need to work hard. You just have to work smart, right? And I'm going to show you how I get to achieve this. Same with this. You can see how very accurate, like very detailed, right? This is right. And you know let me show you guys another one. Let me open one mobile. This is the next one I'm doing next. So anyway, this is the next project breakdown. And for this one, I'm promising you guys I'm going to be doing more of tutorials. Like I'm going to show you guys things from scratch, right? I'm going to pick a scene and I'll do it entirely. So maybe you guys can vote on which scene you guys would like to see for me to do a full tutorial. So let me know in the comment section. Let me even play the video first and I will show you guys the storyboarding. So um
What if your business never missed a call? Calls missed, messages unanswered, opportunities and revenue lost. Meet A1 Mobile, the business phone number that runs itself. It answers calls and texts automatically. Hello. Hi, Carla. This is Louie from the service. You requested a phone message. Takes action for you. Works 24/7. Multiple calls, multiple languages. One number, one AI. Total peace of mind. Upgrade your business phone number today with A1 Mobile.
yeah, so this is the video project breakdown I'll be doing next. Like I said, and I'll pick one scene, I'll do a full tutorial, I'll do it from scratch on this. So you know, if you guys want me to, any of the scene that you want me to do from scratch, right? You can just maybe take a screen grab. You can go to my Behance, take a screen grab or something, and then if you're on my Discord, you can go ahead and just put that screen grab there that this is the one I want to see. And if you I don't know if you are not on Discord, let me know so I can drop the link as well. right? But I'm giving you guys the opportunity to show me the scene that you want a full tutorial on, because it's actually each scenes. And what I want to be doing in my project breakdown is to do one scene and do it from scratch and show you guys. And most likely the rest will be a full project breakdown. So if it is going to be the first scene, you can just take the screen grab of this and say, oh, I would love full tutorial on how you achieve this. If it is this one, this thing, you can say, oh, we want full tutorial on how you get to achieve this. And I will just make sure that when I'm creating this or when I'm doing it, I'll achieve that. So yes, back to the storyboarding. You can see this, right? Somebody's asking, do you hand drawn this? Can you give us steps? That is exactly why we are doing this live stream, right? This storyboard. So Sad, your course and plugins, how much should we be aiming at? Okay, we'll get to that later. So this is the storyboard for this. And if you guys notice something, see the storyboard and then see the style frames, right? It's actually very close, right? It's very, very close. It's literally the same. And guys, if I say this to you guys might feel disappointed a little bit. You guys would think maybe, oh, because this storyboard is here, he did this before he started doing the animation. That is not the entire case. Now, let me now break it down for you guys. So, when it comes to the way I work, right, I literally do storyboard, but the storyboard is not like hand drawn or sketch, because when it comes to doing SaaS videos, doing hand drawn or sketch does not paint any kind of picture for the client. So you literally have to do more like an hybrid storyboard and style frames. In short, just let us call it what it is, style frames. Like, so you literally have to design what it is. So the very first thing that I did was to come up with these designs, right? That's the very first thing I did. And this design, I actually worked on them in After Effects. So it's not as if maybe I design in Photoshop or in Figma before I give it. No, I literally design each frame in After Effects. And the reason why I'm doing that in After Effects is it's going to be very easy for me to transition into animation, right? uh Unlike some projects where you have to design in Photoshop, right? But I'm good with Photoshop, I'm good with Illustrator, and sometimes I make use of those things even in Figma. But since I know that I'm the animator, why can't I just go ahead and do it in After Effects? Because that will save me a whole lot of time. So the very first thing I do, without me doing so much, I don't do animation at all in the first phase, is for me to design all of this in After Effects, just to see how you know this will look like, right? And after that, I'll send this to the client. The client will approve, and when he approves, then I now move straight to animation, right? And then when the animation is done and then it's approved. Now, because I'm building portfolio, right? And you know how the portfolio world works. There, people want to see your process and how you're able to think and all of that. So you might think, oh, so this is not really genuine, but it is the this we are trying to sell perspective here. I had to come up with this so that can give people some form of uh, backstory that okay, this there's a process in this. Now, for the fact that this is an afterthought, because like I've said to most of you guys in the in Discord, this is actually generated with AI, not hand drawn. Right? I can draw, but my hand drawn they are not even as good as this at all. Right? And by by the time I'm done with the star frame and the animation is done, because I want to upload on my portfolio, I just take this, right? And then I'll ask AI to do this for me. So um for me, it's not really a bad idea, right, to do this, because anybody that comes to a portfolio, they will know that you have a process. Now, that does not mean you don't have a process. For the fact I'm doing like that does not mean I don't have. I really still have my process. It's not just the way you would think it is when you see my portfolio, right? So, and if you are trying to attract clients, you want to put up a face that you put a whole lot of effort into this. So in this particular stream, I'm going to be showing you specifically how you can actually achieve this on your own. And this is what we are going to do. So before I move on, I don't know if there's any question. Let me see how do you save them as image to the client? So I make use of Figma. So let us even dive deep into it. So yeah, so this is it. When I'm done creating my frames, right? I just put it in Figma, and I select this and I go to export, right? Export. When I click on export, then I save it on no I save it on any of my um files here. So I have it here already, so I don't need to save it again. So now that is done. And then the next thing now this next thing I'm going to do is to take it to the AI platform that I use. And guys, I'm about to introduce you guys to give you guys one link that you can actually make use of almost all the AI platform for free, right? I have Gemini, I have Cloud, I have ChatGPT. Those ones too can work, but just in case you guys don't have any access to any of those, right? I I'll drop this link in the arena.ai. Let me just drop the link. So this is the site. So and I'm going to show you guys how this site works. So when you come to, let me just go to arena.ai. So you guys, this is the part you guys need to follow me closely, right? So this is the site, right? And I'm doing this. I usually really don't use this, but I just want to use it because this is a free stuff you guys can use, right? When you come here, you can easily just put in anything like ChatGPT or anything you want to do, and that's why you can even click on image, right? And that's fine. But one thing I would like to do is I'll come here and go to the direct, because you really want to select the AI you want to use specifically for this. Mm? And then I'll make sure I'll come here. There are so many. Can you see that all of this flux, Sidon, everything, they're all here. You can make use of them for free. Though there's a kind of limit that when you keep using them, maybe you have about 10 creations or 20 creation in 1 hour or so. So there's some form of limit, but it's good enough, right? So you can choose text if you just want to do anything that has to do with text copy and things like. You can do code if you want to code. You can do image, right? For me, I'm choosing image, and the best one so far is Nano Banana, right? And which is Gemini 3. So I'm just going to select that, right? And then I'm going to make sure it's on image mode. Then I'm going to now add my click on my plus, and then I'll go to my desktop, go to my last stream, then I'll select frame. Now here is like the most important thing, the prompt, because I think some people have tried and they've not been able to get it. So I'm just quickly going to try and get my prompt. I copied it somewhere, so just give me like a second. Guys, drop your question. I'm definitely going to answer it. How do you save them to Figma? I'll definitely show that to you. So just give me a second. Please drop your question if you have any question. Da, 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 da. Mm, mm. Just give me like minutes. I have the prompt because I've saved the prompt somewhere. Because when you have a prompt that works, you don't want to keep changing it. All right, so I think I've gotten it. Right. So I don't know if you guys can see my screen. It seems very small from here. I hope you guys can see my screen really well. But this is what I have. I say convert this to a sketch storyboard. No colors, just black and white. Make the background white. Make the background a white paper like let me be sure that yes, a white paper. You can just end at white paper, right? Okay, champion, don't worry. I'm going to definitely answer that. Don't worry about that. I'm going to definitely answer that question. right? So, but I hope you guys are with me anyway. So I just want to move on from this. So if I click on this and I now click on this, so the AI is going to do its thing, right? It might take a little bit of time, but it's going to do its thing, and I'm just going to practically wait. So while I'm waiting, let me see if I can answer one of the two questions that I have here. So how do you save them to as image to the client? So let me fire up my After Effects. Bu- 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 So I'm going to fire up After Effects now, and I'll show you how I normally save this. And I think you guys will be able to pick one or two things from there. So my After Effect is coming up, and I think maybe if this is still rolling as well. Okay, great, guys. We have our storyboard. So even came before our After Effects came up. So that's great. So if I click on this, can you guys see what I have? Can you see that it's even different from what I even generated? It looks really, really hand drawn. It looks high qualities. Let me see if I can zoom in some more. Yeah, yeah. So can you guys see the results? Right. So this is how I get to do my storyboard, and then practically what I just do, I just save this, and then I'll put on my portfolio. So this is how I get to achieve this. So I can take another one and practically use the same prompt, and that's it. While my After Effect is starting up, maybe I can click on use another image. So I have another one here, this particular one. So let me try and open this so you guys can see. And this is for the subscribe video. Let me see. Let me click on open. Okay, so this is for the subscribe one. So this is the next one I want to do. So I'm going to put it on on this as well. So this is what I want to use. I'm going to come back to my After Effects. I'll click this, open, then I'll just copy the same this and I'll paste it here, and I'll click on this. So let me drop the prompt in the chat so you guys can copy it. So I've just dropped the prompt in the chat. So this is giving me error. So sometime something went wrong. Please try again later. So let me just retry. Let me see if that will go. Sometimes I get this error, right? But let's see if it will work this time, right? Um, yeah. So AI has really, really gotten better, and guys, you know, you guys won't believe what AI is doing right now, right? In terms of making us more effective, making us uh getting some things done really, really fast. So yeah. And guys, so this one is giving me error, but you guys get the gist already, right? I've shown you guys from the beginning how you can actually achieve this, and I think that is good enough. It's currently giving me error. I don't know why sometimes it gives me error. But guess what? You don't really necessarily have to use this. You can try on ChatGPT, you can try on Claude, and I've not tried on Claude by myself before. You can use Firefly, you can use at least AI Toolkit, and you'll most likely get the same results. You might not always get exact same result because I've actually done this, and the one on my portfolio is quite different. So if you go to the one on my portfolio, right? AI will not always generate something consistent, right? This is what I have. In short, it didn't even give me the white background here. You can imagine. So yeah, so that's it for that. So let's go straight to After Effects. Somebody's asking, um, let me see that question again. How do I save to Figma? Okay, that is what I have. So let me now show you guys. So I'm waiting for my hard disk to connect. I think my hard disk is connected. So just give me a second. Guys, so far so good. Hope it's making sense. Hope you guys are learning one or two things from this. Kindly let me know. Um, and like I said, drop your question regarding this. Um, drop any question. So I have just two questions I just need to answer now. How do I save them to Figma? That's what I'm about to show you. And then how do you upload SaaS videos on YouTube with no blurs on bands. Yeah, I'll show you guys. It's definitely has to do with some of the effects you need to use in rendering out the video or your final product basically. So let me use that A1 mobile as well. A1 mobile. Let me open this up. Guys, share this link with anyone that you think this will be useful for. I really, really appreciate it. And one thing I want to continue to do is to continue to give really, really valuable information in my live stream. And probably the things I couldn't cover in my project breakdown is to show in the live stream. And I'm actually thinking of something which I'll talk about at the end of the stream, right? Okay, great. So let me share my screen again. Okay, yeah. So let me make sure you guys can see my screen really, really, really well. Let me just manage my monitor. Uh, okay, great. All right, so let's work with this. Okay, great. So this is the A1 mobile project that I've done, right? And you guys can see this, right? So when I'm done creating each frames, as you can see here, right? Because the first thing I do is I don't do animation first. I create each frame on where each frame will need to rest, right? Um, so I think when I was done, this is what I sent to the client here, right? At this point, right? This is what I have without animation, and I most likely do the same thing here. It's gonna take time to load. Yeah, exactly. Do the same thing here, right? Do the same thing here. So as soon as I'm done with those particular frames or where I want to really capture, this is what I do. This is for somebody asking, how do I save to Figma? So I just, use FX console. You can use some other things like how to like render it out as a JPEG, as a picture, but that would be a long thing. So I use FX console, right? And then I just use this picture. This FX console is Video Copilot, part of Video Copilot plugins. It's actually free. So just in case you don't know, let me just FX console. So this is it here, right? And it's actually very, very good. So let me just drop the link just in case you guys don't have it, right? So let me show you the use case for FX console. So for instance, if I want to apply any kind of effect, instead of me coming here and searching for the effect, I can just do FX console and then search for the any effects, right? Cartoon blur, any of this, all of these are effects. So instead of you just searching through this, you can just come here. The shortcut is Control space. For Mac users is Command space, right? And if you just do that, if I select a layer and do that, I can search for any effect, blur, camera, lens blur. It will give you the preset to give, so you can just easily select. But it does way beyond that. Now, if I want to take the snapshot, I'll just, you know, do bring out the shortcut, which is Control space, and I'll just take this picture, right? Take snapshot here, then go to the next scene. Maybe at this point, take another snapshot, then maybe go to this point, take another snapshot, right? Let us work with those three images for now. Now I'm going to bring out the shortcut and click on the gallery, open gallery here. And then with that, I actually use this a lot. In short, sometimes I take snapshots to drag into the project itself. So these are like the three images I just took, right? Sometimes if I'm working within scenes and I need a reference from the previous scene because I want to do a match cut, I want to do something that will really, really make sense, I can just simply drag and drop it here, right? You can see that I have the image here now, right? And let me just drag it below my adjustment layer, and I can just minimize it and then use it as maybe a reference for the previous scenes, right? It's really, really, really useful. So you can drag it in as an image like that, right? But more specifically for what you guys are asking for, I select these three images are just snapshot, and I now export it as either PNG or JPEG, right? It doesn't really matter. So I'll do JPEG, and I'm going to save it somewhere. So let me go to my desktop. Let me just save it here. So I've saved it on my file explorer now. So let's go to my file explorer, go to my desktop, live stream. Okay, so these are like the three images I just exported. Now, how do I save it to Figma? It's simple, right? So let me bring up my Figma, right? So this is my Figma here. So I have this empty space that I normally use all these things for. So I'll just come here, drag the three images here, right? And I can create a frame for it. So it to be within a frame. All right. If I want it to be transparent, I'll just click on my frame and make sure that the transparency is on 0, right? So these three are now here, and as soon as this is what I now export to the AI platform so that I can generate my storyboard. I really hope that is clear. Let me check who asked that question again. How do you save them as image to the client? So Owoni Abayomi, I really hope I've really answered that. You say I also asked how did you save to Figma? That practically showed you that process. So let me go to the next question. How do you upload Saas videos on YouTube with no blurs or and bans? Good question. So let me see. There's a particular scene. There are some scenes here that I'm pretty sure if I get your question correctly, right? Now, this particular scene has gradient, right? And I think the challenge you've been having is whenever you upload, you see color bendings, gradient looking somehow, and you keep wondering why. Mm? So whenever you're working with gradients, it's very, very important you do some things, right? Um, it's very, very important you do something. So if you look at what I've done here, for this particular scene, in short, it's all the scenes that I did because there were some form of gradient in all of the scenes, right? One thing I want you to take note of is if you look at my adjustment layers here, right? This first one, chromatic, these three adjustment layers. I hope you guys can see it. Let's start from this one. This one is chromatic aberration. We can leave that out right now. That's just stylizing. Let us look at this one. So this next one now that I have is noise. Without the noise, this is what I have. You can't really see the difference, right? Because it's very, very subtle. But this subtleness is what that leads to the rendering and also leads to how the thing would eventually look in whatever you upload it, right? Because anytime you're working with gradient, you need to do some things, right? Like I've already mentioned, I feel like I'm repeating myself. Uh, Before I even get to the noise, one thing you need to do, you need to change your color bitrate. By default, your color bitrate will be 8, right? By default, it should be 8. And this 8 color bitrate will not give you the full color range. So it will not give you the accurate color range whenever you're working with gradient. So the very first thing is you need to change this to 16, right? So by default, it's going to be on 8, right? And you can easily switch this by holding down Alt and clicking on it. So I changed to 16 bit rate, and that will give you more color accuracy. That's one. Second thing is whenever you're done with something with gradient, you need to apply noise because that noise is what is going to make it blend. Just apply just 1%. So by default, this is what you're going to have. So you uncheck you will uncheck use color noise and then apply just 1% of it. So that will blend everything. So that will take away every color bendings, right, from it. So the last color, okay, you don't need to worry about this one is just um color color correction, the curves, right? But the most important thing is change this to 16-bit rate, apply noise or grain to blend the color, just very subtle. This is looks very very subtle, but these are like the things that will definitely change the game for you whenever you're not rendering. Now that being said, this is what I normally do, and this is where you need to take we need to take note of how you render. Now, I the way I work is I animate in After Effects, right? And then I do the final rendering in Premiere Pro because sometimes that is where I have my voiceover. Sometimes that is where I do my sound design, and we are going to touch on that a little bit before the end of the stream. Sound design, right? So the way you render is very very key. So whenever I'm done with my animation, right, this is what I do. I go to my render queue, right, and this is what I do. I check the option for high quality, and this will render it in MOV, right? MOV retain high quality, right? It will retain high quality but with manageable size. The highest quality, the one with the highest quality with crazy size is AVI. I won't advise you do that, but just render in high quality. And of course, you select whatever you want to save it. So by the time you are done rendering, it is what I've rendered in high quality, right? That is what I'll now take to Premiere Pro. So you render your animation first in high quality. This is how I normally work. It might be different from other people in high quality, which I've showed you the preset. It comes with After Effects preset. This just put on high quality, render it out. So this that rendered one, you now take to Premiere Pro, and then you now render again. And let me just show you guys that it's going to take a little bit of our time, but let me just show you guys that in a bit. So just hold on a little bit. I mean, I have a feeling that for this particular one, I actually use AVI to render it, but let me just see. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Guys, just give me a second. Uh, Okay, so for this particular one, I actually use AVI because AVI is crazy, high, very high quality. But I want to advise you guys to use AVI. I don't think I would do that. I just use that to experiment. So I actually use AVI. So what do I mean by AVI? AVI is another format. So if I click on, if I go, come on now. Okay, okay, fine now. So if I go to my render queue again, shortcut for that is Control M, and what I did was this. I selected the options here, and I choose the format to be AVI. Guys, please don't do this, right? But this is what I did for this particular video because I was trying to experiment. I don't normally do this at all, but for the last two videos that I worked on, I did AVI because I just wanted the very high quality. But I'm telling you guys, you don't need to do this. So this is what I did for this particular one, right? I choose the AVI and I click OK. And the reason why I'm saying you shouldn't do this is because the size are actually heavy. So now this video is not up to 1 minute, but it's about 7.9 gig, almost 8 gig, which is ridiculous, right? So you guys don't need to do this. Just render in that high quality. And then if I open up Premiere Pro, right? Um, so let me just launch Premiere Pro and then I'll show you guys that process too as well. So let me just go to a mobile Premiere Pro. Okay, so I'll show you guys that process. As that is opening up, let me see if I have any question that I can easily answer. Yes, so yes, I'm already showing you the effect and the settings. Elizabeth, please, how do you download videos with download videos sound design? Is there an app or you can sync sound design to make it interactive? Elizabeth, I would definitely show you a better way, right? Instead of you can actually download videos and extract the audio, right? And I think there are use cases for that, but I'll show you better ways of getting sound design. There are better ways of getting sound design, and I'll try and show you that. Let's talk about SaaS industry and future motion graphics. That's a very good topic for us to talk about. We'll see if we can cover that. Um, see if we can cover that. My Premiere Pro is still coming up. Okay. Yeah. Good day, bro. You have great works and still hoping to be like you one day. Thanks so much for the kind words. I really, really appreciate that. That's RM Trades. Thank you. Just see, there's no shortcut to it. You just have to put in the hours, right? Every day, keep creating. Watch tutorials 40%, create 60%, and even as you progress, you have to start creating. You have to get to the point where you watch tutorials 20% and create 80%. So, um, let me see what other question do I have. Yes, sir. Claire, thank you. You're welcome. Kola Wale Fade says, call you, show us how you create boards animation in Cinema 4D, including at least example of those shining using Octane. Please show us create those boards. Okay, example with shining. So my intention is I would I intend to do a live stream for the next live stream I'm going to be doing is going to be specifically for that video, which is the last video I uploaded. Aura project breakdown, right? I really hope some of you must have seen it. So, Kola Oli, I might not be able to go deep into that now because I have a dedicated live stream for that specifically. So make sure you do stay tuned, subscribe, and then I will definitely let you know. And I'll be willing to all these things you are asking now. This not a problem at all. I'll be willing to do that. So I'm going to be having a dedicated live stream for that. So this is Premiere Pro, right? And then as you can see, I have my sound designs overlay with all of this. So let me just make this bigger so you guys can see. So this is the video, right? This is the video, and these are all my my sound design. And then I was also experimenting with music as well to see the one that will really work, right? um Guys, trust me, I'm still going to have a dedicated live stream for sound design and music. It's there's a whole you guys see this like, oh, this is a lot. I know, but trust me, there's a process to it, at least the way I work, and you guys will actually learn a lot about it. But I'm going to touch on one or two things, right? Most especially how you can apply sound design or where you can get sound design. So we are going to get to that. So I overlay it here, and then this is where I normally just do overlay with music and sound design. So now let us now get into it. Sound design, since I'm already here, right? Um, I think when I'm going to be doing another dedicated live stream for sound design, I'm also going to touch on how to do voiceover as well, right? How to, after you generate voiceover using AI, right? Using AI, and there's a process I do I call auditioning, right? Because you don't want to just pick the first thing that the AI said and then use that. No, you have to generate more. Don't let me. I don't want to give you guys spoilers. Let's just leave that. I think that one is going to be super fun. Actually, I'm actually looking forward to that. Um, so we'll get to that. But let me now show you guys how I normally get my sound design. So um, I might be dropping some links so that you guys can have access to it. So now I have some things that I've installed on my. I have some like plugins or scripts that I've installed on my Premiere Pro um, or even After Effects, right? So if I go to my Windows here, extensions. So I have AEGs, I have Atom, but the ones that I'm going to talk about, I'm going to touch on one or two. I'm going to start with Motion Bro. I don't know if you guys must have heard about Motion Bro, right? This extension is actually free. Most of the extensions are actually free. You can download them for free, but the packs is what sometimes you need to buy. But in this case, I'm not even talking about paid packs, right? All these ones that I have, they're actually free. right? When you install it and then find the packs, right, install it for free, and then it comes with so many really really cool things. So it has transition, right? You can see all of this. These are like some form of transition that you can easily apply to your footages. So you can see these are like the types of transition, the emotion shakes. Like if you want to shake your footages, can you see it's giving me those options, right? See, these are design layouts, right, that you can easily just apply and then to just do this. So remember, I'm here for sound design, not this. So but let me just show you guys what this can really really do. So if I go to the transition, for instance, right, and I'm on the free preset, and then let's look for a transition that makes sense. So this transition now, right, if I come here and drop my timeline in this and I say okay, because I did some fixing here, right, because I actually fixed something. See, this is not a perfect example, but you guys, I want you guys to follow me. So, and I want the transition from this one to this one. What I can do is I can just simply click on this. If I click on it, it's going to load. So let's see if it has applied it. Has it applied it? Okay, it's still loading. So let's wait. Let me see. Somebody says, bro, we are talking about export render settings, and let's complete that first. Then go towards sound design. Okay, yes, yes, you are right. But let me just quickly finish this up, and then it all comes together. I'll show you my rendering settings. All right, great. Yes, so now it has really applied the transition. Okay, so this is not sound design yet, but it has applied the transition. And if I scroll over, it has actually applied it. You know what, this is not showing clearly. Let me bring in something that can bring that I'm sure that is going to make sense for me to do. So I'm just going to bring in like maybe an image or a video. um what should I bring in? Okay, inspiration. Just bring in anything. So I'm just going to drag in a video. So I just dragged in a random video here. So okay, I won't save this project. Let me just put this here. So this is the, oh, I see what's going on here. So this is the footage. Can you see this footage? Let me just expand this. So we are going from this to this, right? This is just a one of my inspirational videos that I just dragging. I was not the one that worked on this. So just for example, so now let's now check the transition the thing added.
With A1 Mobile.
Can you see it has added the blur transition into this, which is really 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 interesting. So you can make use of these sparks. And this interesting thing about this one comes with sound design. You can actually hear the sound design when you apply it. So that's it. Now I'll now talk about sound. Let me undo all of this, right? Let me delete this. Now if you now go to the next packet, which is 750 sfx, which is sound effects. I'm clicking it. Why are you not clicking? Now if I click on this, click on all this one, can you see that there are different kind of sound effects you can use, right? If I go to this one, there's bell. I hope you guys can hear the sound, right? That you can easily just click apply, and then it will really really help, with your sound, right? So there are different kinds of sound effect here. So all sort of, if you go to the UI animation, UI, this is the one that you will find most of the things you are looking for, right? If I go to this particular one, swoosh, can you see that? So, and it's very simple. Let's say for instance now I want to add, let me see if I can just meet all of this a little bit, or you know what, let me just drag this up. so you guys can see what I'm doing. And then I'm just going to uh solo. Let me just solo this, right? So no sound will, you'll not hear any other sound apart from the ones that I hear. So let me just unmute this, right? So I want to apply a new sound to this part. Maybe where this thing is changing, right? Let us do when it is changing. So let me see. Let's say this is what I want to apply. So I'll put my playhead to where this is, and I'm just going to click on apply. And then by default, it has already applied it here. So I'm just going to drag this up, right, somewhere here. So this is what it has applied for me, right? And then I'll now, if I now play this, yeah, it has already applied. So can you see how easy and simple that is? It's very, very easy. So let us go to this site where you can get this. Let me show you guys some more, because this is not the only site, and this is actually for free, right? You can actually have access to all these parks for free. Now I want you guys to, I want to sound a warning, right? Not to scare you guys or anything. If you're a beginner, please don't overly depend on all these packs. Me, you hardly see me using any of this, because number one, it's not in line with what I really want to do. Number two, it's I think that's like the most important thing. It's not in line with what I really want to do. And number two, it's most of the work that I do, you know uh basically, let me just say I hardly use them. Sometimes I use them if I really want to do some simple transition, but like doing motion graphics, I cannot heavily depend on all of these things that I hear, right? They are really good, and I think should make use of them to work smarter, works faster. But as a beginner, our advice: be careful on how you use this, because most of these things that you're seeing there, I can actually do them from scratch, right? So if I thought you want to use them, learn how to use them so you can know how to edit them, right? But honestly, the only reason why I'm showing you guys is because of the sound effects. If you are only using this for sound effect, that is fantastic, right? So this is not the only pack. Let me close this, and then let me show you guys another one. So this is one I actually paid for, right? This one is actually, it's not for free, and it's coming up. But so far so good. Is let me know if this is making sense. I really want to know if you guys understand what I'm doing so far, if it's making sense. I'm going to go to the website on where you can actually have access to all of this. Please just let me know your comments, your thoughts about this so far. I'm going to read some chats. Yes, sir, cleared up. Octane Saas channel. Thank you so much, RM Trades. Here we come. Okay, bro, we are talking about export settings. No, we'll get to that. We'll get to that. I hope I'm still live. Uh, uh, cause okay, I'm still live. I'm still live. I'm still live. Okay, great. Okay, great. Yeah. So this is another park, right? This one is called more park, and this one has lots more stuff, really really interesting stuff for both After Effects and Premiere Pro, right? So if I go to the sound effect, which is what we are here for, this one has a lot more sound, right? You can actually preview, so movements, switch, sound, digital, right, phone. So this one has more sound, and it's practically the same thing. If I just click on it, it will apply, right? So yeah, and they are more online. They're actually more online. So if you really want to make sound design easy for you, this is one way to go about it. So let's now go to the website, and let me show you guys how where you can get all of this. So if I go to Motion Bro, let me just Motion Bro extension After Effects. I'm pretty sure I'll find it from here. So Motion Bro plugin, there you go. Right. So this is where you can actually install it from. So you can install it via Creative Cloud, or you can just manual. I'll choose, if you don't have a Creative Cloud, just go for manual installation. Right, that's your best bet. Right, so just download this, and when you are done, you now go to the products, and then you look for the free ones. You can see the one specific for Premiere Pro. So I think there are some. Let me sort it out by maybe no, from low to high, low to high, because there are actually some free ones. Yeah, so it's, can you see, this is the sound effect I'm talking about, right? This one has $0. So these are the ones you now install on top of the extension. Can you see all of these things that you have for free, right? And some they are actually cheap for $3, $4. But all these free ones are actually very, very good. The next one is let me go to Envato. Let me just try this. Uh, is this Envato? Let me go to. It's not this Envato. I think it's Envato. Uh, Envato Elements. Yeah, create. I think it's this one. Elements Envato. So okay, let me just search for it. Let me just put in uh video template. Let me see if I can find more pack. Let me see if it's bring it out. Can't find it here. Okay, guys, let me check my email so I can send you. I just want to make sure I'm very specific what I'm looking for. Uh, okay, so I've seen it. It's on Video Hive. Yeah, videohive.net. And then if I search for more park, uh, maybe it's supposed to be together. Yeah, this is it. Yeah, this is it. More park. More park. There are two of them. So I actually bought this, right? I don't know which one I got. I think I got this first one. Actually, this is one I got, and that's one I just showed you guys now. So you guys can easily just do that, and it will really, really help. So let's now go to rendering settings. That is for champion fuel, right? Great. So how do I render? Simple. I'll go to my rendering queue. I'm going to press Ctrl M, and it's going to take you to my rendering settings. So this is what I normally do, right? One of the the most important things is what I've showed you on how to render from After Effects. But now that I'm here, what I really want to do, I want to make sure I'm choosing, of course, MP4, which is H.264, right? And I want to make sure it's matched to my source so that it will not give me something funny. I will check render at maximum depth, use maximum render quality, right? Of course, you name what you want there. Then you can drag this down. Make sure you're using hardware encoding. And then here you can now choose to do CBR. It depends on what you really want, right? But the VBR pass 2 will take more time because it's almost going to have like two passes on it, right? So, and then you can try, and the more you increase this, the more the file size. Look at this. This is 130 MB. If I reduce this, it will reduce the size. So always try and find a balance. I don't do above 10, right? But if you are doing this one, you have to increase it times two of this, right? So that it can give you better quality. But most of the time, this is what I do. I just do CBR, and then I choose 10 or 12, right? And then every other thing is fine. Every other thing can leave it at default, and then I just click on render. So this is practically what I do, right? And I really hope this is clear enough for you, champion, right? So if you have, maybe you want to screen grab this, right? And you can go ahead and do that now. But I think everything is quite straightforward. H.264, these are like very important on render maximum, the render maximum quality, and then You can choose any of the option here, but whenever you choose this, make sure you choose like around 10 or 13. Yeah, that's it basically. That's how I get to render. And when I upload it on YouTube or anywhere, it comes out really, really good. Yeah. Try it and then let me know if it works, right? So but I'm pretty sure it should work. So that's it for that. So far so good. I've been able to cover how I get to create my storyboard and sound design. Though the sound design, I didn't go deep into it. Like I said, I'm still going to have a dedicated live stream. I'm going to show you my sound design process from beginning to the end, starting from the voiceover, then how I get to now make decisions, my rationale behind the kind of sound I put behind something. So we're going to get that the okay, so champion. So the reason it's not as if I can't give you guys. So you because you're asking for the MOPAC. The thing is you need to authorize your system, right? So and you cannot use more than one registration number. It comes with all those security, so it cannot be given out basically. Champion, hope I've been able to answer your question. Please confirm that. So, how to evaluate that we do not underprice and overcharge such project? I'm not asking for any exact number, but method self-aware. That's a very good question. Ah, man, it's already past it, and this live stream is supposed to be more than it's supposed to be 1 hour. So, I'm actually going to just deal with this question, and then maybe we'll talk generally about SaaS because that's one person is asking, right? So, let's talk about SaaS industry. Let me see the question again. Uh, versus I want to just know what that person is saying exactly. What is that question again? Okay, let's talk about industry and future of motion graphics. Uh, guys, so what are my thoughts? I think the industry is still really good, right? But it gives different perspectives depending on your level. So as a professional, you would the way the industry is treating you is one way. As somebody that is coming up or intermediate, the way the industry will treat you is another way. As a beginner, the way the industry will treat you is another way. So it's for different phases. So if I have to take as a professional standing point, is the industry is evolving so fast, right? And the only reason why it's evolving so fast is AI. Now there are so many AI sites that are trying to do motion graphics. It's not there yet, and it's it can. I think it will definitely start getting better. And I don't want you guys to be scared that uh, AI is coming for our job. It can try, but that's not even the main bone of contention. The main thing is how do you position yourself. That's like the most important thing. So when these AI things are coming out and they are getting better at what we do or what we achieve, which I think it's still going to take a very, very long time, which I even also think you cannot still take away the role of a motion designer, right? Is I will encourage everyone to master the tools. No matter what AI is producing, master the tools. Right. You can see the way I use AI for my storyboarding. Right. A lot of people have reached out to me that, I love your storyboard and all of that. They will think I did it from scratch. But I'm always very honest. Anybody that ask me, even for the job that like a gig, they ask me about it. Like, no, I am always very transparent. So I don't even act shady about it. I tell them the truth that no, this was done with AI. I enhance it using AI. So yeah, just master the tools, know how the tools works, know how to prompt them and use them, right? So don't be scared of it, right? The industry is still very much good, but it's evolving very fast. You have a lot of things to learn. So don't just think you will learn one software and that's it. As you are learning, as a beginner, keep learning that particular software, which is After Effects. You need to learn After Effects, right? But know behind of your mind that you need more than After Effects. The way it is going, you will need to learn all these AI tools, Gemini, Nano Banana, how they are used. I even forgot one thing. Let me show you guys, and this has to do with sound design. Let me just quickly show you guys that. I'll go to Firefly. I don't know if you guys can have access to Firefly, right? And Firefly is actually very good. You can Another way of generating customized sound, right? And talking about this is very much in line with what I'm talking about, right? I can go and say, where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Let me go to create new, generate media, generate image. I actually want to generate sound. Where are you? Generate media, edit video. Let me go to generate media. Let me see, maybe to give me what I want. Okay, so this is not it. I just want to show you guys how you can generate customized sound, because this is something that I've used myself, right? My stuff, create image, video. Where is the sound? Uh, edit video, edit image, generate. Okay, this is strange because no nano banana. Can you just give me like a second, please? Come here. I want to figure this out because I want to show you guys how you can generate customized sound. So, um, just me. Da, 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 da. Not generating video. You just give me like a second. I say new, but finally. Okay, so share my screen. Okay, so if you guys can, I think Firefly has some free stuff. You can actually make use of some free asset. I think Firefly is actually free for everyone, right? But some limitation. So, but go to new and go to create and click on audio, right? Now you can actually generate customized sound effects. So describe the sound that you want to create. So I can come here and say um, train train track, right? So, and I can come here now. This is the beautiful thing about this one. You can come here and then try and record yourself and mimic the sound. So I'm going to click on record. I'm going to allow this, and then I'm going to say wait, okay, right? I know that sounds lame, but let me play this. Wait, okay, okay. Let me
Right.
cancel this. So I will just have only the sound effects. Let me do this again. Then stop. Right now, I'll now click on. Remember, I've put in train track, right? And I've put in my own demo sound, and then I'll click on generate. Let's see what's going to happen. So it has given me 4 variations. So let me play the first one. The first one is not as good. Okay. This sounds more like it, right? So, like, I've actually used this couple of times before, and it it was spot on. So like this particular another way of generating sound, right? You can just try and mimic the sound. Maybe it's a swoosh sound, and then come and then you give it variations, you download, and you're good. Anyways, let me go back to just me. So yeah, you just need to have to keep learning the tools. So let me go back to the other question, which is what? Please, we're talking about rendering settings. I've done that. How do you evaluate? How do you evaluate underprice and overcharge for such projects? I'm not asking for an exact number. Honestly, I would just say it all depends on your situation. It depends on the client. That's why you need to research your client if they have the funds. You can easily do that by going to their website, checking their LinkedIn, see how big they are, and then gauge from there. That's one. Two, you can just have your own price, which is what I normally do, right? I've told myself my minimum engagement is 1k USD. That's for 20 seconds video or 30 seconds video. 1k USD. And if you have your price, you stick to it, right? But if you're a beginner, you're still looking for more. If you're a beginner, right? Don't allow money to drive your decision too much. All you need to do, you need to have a lot of works. Most of the videos you guys see that I'm doing project breakdown for, they are not. Most of them are not 1,000. They are below 1,000 USD job, right? But now that I have done a lot of it, I've had good success with it. I've raised my price and I'm not coming down. I've not been doing so much of it now because so many people cannot afford me. And that is fine because I'm getting more busier now and I need to do something that really, really worth it. All right. So, yeah, so it depends. Like I said, it depends. Bro, how do I tend to take time to motion design when I'm working as a creative and motion designer as a company? The other question is where can I find your Discord link? Okay, I'll share that link soon. But let me quickly answer this question. How do I tend to take time on motion design when I am working as a creative and motion designer in a company? This is one of the most popular questions that I have to deal with. You just have to see number one thing when it comes to being a motion designer, right? Is time management. You need to just try and manage your time. You have to make use of your weekend. You have to make use of your free time. It comes with sacrifice. That's what it takes. You just have to, right? And if you really think if you have enough money saved up, I would say you should resign and then focus. If you have enough money, I'm not saying okay. That's not what I'm saying. I'm suggesting that you can consider you can think about it. So please don't go and resign on my words, right? But I've had people that have made that decision. At one point in my life, I had to make that decision because there was a job that I was having and it was not giving me opportunity for growth. And I know that if I continue to be on this pedestal, I will not achieve what I. So I needed to leave that job, even though I've been paying less, but it all pay off at the end of the day. That is not what I'm saying. Your case might be different too, right? But I'm just saying you have to create time for it. You have to create time for it. 2 hours every day when you're done with work. If your work is nine to five, make sure you spend at least 2 hours on personal projects and learning. Is very, very important. So there's no shortcut to it, unfortunately, right? You just have to give it time. So let me drop my Discord link and then I'd like to hear from you guys. What do you guys think about this live stream? And that's all I would like to this is where I would like to stop for today. I really hope you guys have really learned one or two things from this. I really, really appreciate this. So I just want to look for my Discord link and then share, and then we'll move on from there. I actually have one more announcement to give, so you guys should just wait.
What you're seeing on
Um, sorry for those distracting sounds. So
right.
So this is the Discord link, and then I'll click on this. All right. So guys, so this is the announcement that I have, right? Um my project breakdowns and it will continue to be available for everyone, free for everyone, right? But for this live stream, um maybe maybe in the next 2 3 live streams, right, it will be mainly for members, like my YouTube membership, right? And it's not going to be something that would break your pocket or anything like that, right? Because like I said, like you guys know, this takes a whole lot of time, it takes a whole lot of sacrifice, right? So I really want to make sure that people that are attending this live stream, because I'm going to be giving so much more value, as you guys can see from this live stream. um but yeah, it's actually going to be for people that are signed up for my membership. So every other thing will be available. My project breakdowns, it's going to be free, right? But for my members, if you sign up to be part of my like membership thing that I'm going to be doing now, one of the perks is my live stream will always be available for you. And secondly, the second thing is all my project files will be available for you for free as well. So yeah, that's one thing I'm thinking about. I'm not going to start from the next live stream, probably from, I don't know, maybe from the third one. That's when it's going to be strictly membership. But that's something that I'm thinking about. I'm considering, right? Um, yeah. So I'll let you guys know. I'll give you guys more details about that. All right. So guys, thank you so much for your time. I really really appreciate this has been awesome. I think I kind of have so much fun with this. Sorry, I won't be able to answer any other question. We'll tackle all of this in the next live stream, or you can just come to Discord and then we'll have the conversation. So yeah, some of these questions I've answered in my previous live stream. How much do I charge for projects? Please check my previous live session, maybe the first one or the second one. I've answered that. Please, I would like to see more tutorial videos to help us beginners. Yes, the next project breakdown I'm going to be doing, like I said, let me repeat that for some of you that's just joining, right? So, um, so because it's going to be majority carry the vote here, right? This is the next one that I'm doing, right? A1 mobile, right? Like I've showed it in the video. Now, you guys can go to the video, watch the video. I've already played the video, right? Now, looking at these gifs, right? Okay, let me just lose this. Go and check the video, and then you need to let me know. You can do a screenshot and send to me on my Discord and say this is the part I want full tutorial on. The one that has the most attention, that is the part I will focus on to do full tutorial. I will do from scratch, right? Like I said, I will do project breakdown, but I want to take each scene and do from scratch. Maybe it's this particular one, maybe it's the one that I did here, the ones that you think, oh, it's complicated, and I think I want us to do it from scratch. You guys take a screen grab of it and say, Nas, this is the one that I want. The one that have the most picture or the most scene that people request for. That's the one I will do as as the scene I will do as a full tutorial. Guys, I think I'll have to leave it here. Um, thank you so much for being part of this. Really, really appreciate. Um, do I see myself as a motion designer long term, or are you searching for other profession? I'm a motion designer. This is what I've been doing. I don't think I'm not going to leave this until God says otherwise, right? And I think this ties into my values and to what I believe. So maybe some of you know this or some of you don't know this. I'm a Christian, and um, I'm a Christian. I follow Christ, and the only reason why I'm doing this, I have the strength to do this, because God has really helped me. Christ has really helped me. There was a time in my life where I didn't know what to do. I was like 24 years old, still stuck at home with my parents. But when I talk to God, I talk to God about, God, what do you really want me to do? God really revealed this to me. So I'm not just doing this because I stumbled on it. I'm doing this because God showed me this is what I'm supposed to do, and do it. So I'll really encourage you guys to, if you're a Christian, it's only God, it's only Christ that can show you what you really, really need to do. And if you're not, maybe this is the time for you to also consider the message of Christ, and he loves you, he died for you, and just consider the message of Christ. And you know if you want to do your research, do your research. But I'm telling you that without Christ, I won't be where I am today. And if you guys want to think like me, be like me, or be even be better than me, I'm telling you where my values are coming from. It's coming from, as it's coming from you know, just being a Christian. And I'm super grateful for the skill, and I'm so super grateful to also impact this for you guys. All right, let me leave it at that. You can send me a personal DM on my Discord. You can drop a message, and then we'll take it off from there. But guys, thank you so much. Really, really appreciate. Take care.